didn't care.
Yeah. So, I mean, I went down a weird rabbit hole, a drug-induced rabbit hole, of course.
Those are the best sometimes.
Very fun, very fun. And I don't even know how it came about because, I was just in the house and I was playing Super Smash Brothers on my Switch. And I just noticed like how many Pokemon characters they have in the game.
Yeah.
Like there's one character that you could switch between 3 different Pokemon with a Pokemon trainer. And then they have like Jigglypuff, Lucario, Mewtwo and Cineroy. So many Pokemon characters just in this one game. So I'm just like, oh, well, cool. Like, and then it led me to the thought, like, why Digimon don't get no love? Like Digimon was big. Like I was into Digimon almost just as much as I got into Pokemon, but Digimon sort of like faded in the background. And then I started to think of like the differences between like Digimon and Pokemon, like why one was bigger than the other. It was great story about kids who had to overcome things with this companion, and it just was like, wow, what are the differences? So the first thing I landed on was Digimon can talk and Pokemon can't talk.
Yeah. I think that's
why is that?
That's one of the 2 biggest differences between them.
That one alone had me on like a spiral. Like, why didn't they want? It's like, why didn't they want Pokemon to talk? Except for Meowth, because he was the only Pokemon that could talk.
He was the only one, yeah.
And then why is it? Well, and Mewtwo, but that was like through telepathy or something. Like,
yeah.
But it's like, why did they let Digimon talk, but then not want Pokemon to talk? What was that about? And then what was it about Digimon that made them better than Pokemon that they were able to talk? Like, because when you look at any other cartoon like Yu-Gi-Oh, those monsters didn't say anything as far as I can remember.
Yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah.
So it's like all these comparisons of like monster cartoons with some allowing the monster to be more human than others. And I landed on this one article that kind of had me like creeped out a little bit. So it was saying how, Digimon are considered digital monsters.
Yes.
So basically they're birthed out of codes in the internet. Or however they were explaining. So that's how they learn any language or any, they were able, there's Digimon over in other countries that can speak that language, and Digimon and where these kids are, like, because when you watch the cartoon.
Yeah, because that Digi world is specific to Japan.
Yeah.
Right? While there could be a whole nother world for Digimon that's specific to like the United States or whatever.
Exactly. And those digital monsters learn the language of that digital ecosystem, and then like that's how they are able to live and move around and spawn. So I just thought that was like that fucked me up for like, I won't lie, like good 45 minutes to an hour and a half. I was just in bed like, whoa.
Well, you know what the other thing? The other thing that's the difference between Digimon and Pokemon is Pokemon, when they evolve, they stay evolved. Digimon,
they never go back.
They digivolve, they do the big shit, and then they end up becoming fucking like pillows again. So it's like they become plushies again. So it's like,
I know.
I feel like Digimon had me personally, when I compared the 2, right? I feel like Digimon had a way darker storyline. That's the first thing.
They were like fighting for the world.
Yeah, they were
too.
exactly.
Shit
like,
was real in this Digi shit.
Yeah, like with Pokemon, I feel like the movies was the only place where it was like world threatening stuff. When you think about Pokemon, the first movie, with Mewtwo, he's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck up I'm gonna replace all you niggas.
They was tested on him in a lab and creating clones of other shit on him. Like he was a science experiment gone wrong that came back to fuck shit up. So they were like,
they were trying to clone Mew.
Dude.
Yeah, they were trying to clone Mew. Yeah. But with Digimon, it's like, hey, like this monster is going to destroy everything that you love.
Right.
Like, and you put this in the hands of kids, and like the
Right.
whole Digivolve thing, and like it just keeps like every time they think they made 10 steps forward, it's like, nah, there's something bigger behind the curtain that's
Hold
happening, bro.
on 1 second. Go back, because when you think about it, why do all these cartoons put this pressure on these little kids? Like Ash was like 13, 14, and his parents was like, "Here, go with this little electric rat and leave. Like leave home forever."
It's
It's
the
great. Like why
it's the kid's
children are not.
imagination. This and I think about that in anime a lot, right? Because it's like, why would you let your kid go through these circumstances if you're an adult, right?
You would
But then
want to protect your kid.
yeah, but I think about it like this, right? When you're a kid watching this, you're watching a lifestyle of heroism, of being the
Mhm.
big shit that you definitely not like, yo, if we
Got it.
as kids, right, were given the digivice and we're told you gotta save the world, my nigga. Like, first of all, we would act exactly like these niggas act, okay? It would be the same thing. But like, it's just imagination, bro. And I think, like, with kids, like, you have to feed that imagination to a point, because it's the same reason why adults are so into Marvel and shit, right? Like when we see Tony Stark as Iron Man, we see Thor, we see
Very
Black
true.
Panther, we see
Kind
all
of
these
live through
characters.
them.
It's like they're adults in superhero situations, that it's like, damn, that would be cool if I was them. It's like this cool factor, this imagination thing.
Right. No, I get it, because it's like they gave that kid, I forget the main character in Digimon, but they gave him
Ty.
a damn tie. Yeah, they gave him a T-Rex. Like a
Yep.
T-Rex that can breathe fire. Like, why would you give this to a child? Like, I wouldn't let my kid have a fucking living, breathing, fiery animal, but they did the same in Pokemon. They let him have a damn Charizard that could burn down the whole village. Like, these are potentially untamed weapons. So imagine a tiger could run around here on fire, and then you gave it to your little niece or nephews, like, here's a present for you, go
Mm-hmm.
wander in the woods with this thing. So but I get it, it's for kids to feel like they're watching another kid be the biggest hero, so that in a moment that they might feel weak or
They
need to
have the
muster up some
inspiration.
strength,
Yep.
they know I can say, hey, I watched Tai in Digimon, or I watch Ash in Pokemon get through his adversity, so I could do it
Mm-hmm.
too, which is kind of dope, man. It's kind of dope. And that, again, we get back to the differences between like anime and Asian children's cartoons and American and Western children's cartoons. You
That
get that huge drop off of like in anime, it's like protect your friends, fight for what's right, be honest and do the right thing and live by the code of the warriors and protect your friends. And then you get to America, it's like
I'm
doo
just
doo
doing it because
fart,
I'm
poopy
rich.
head, fart
Yeah.
joke. I'm gonna
And
blow
then
this
and then
thing
it's
up.
like, and then you have, like, obviously the old school DC animated cartoon. And I think
Oh, that was
that's
a
why
golden
those were
era.
like seen as like the GOAT, because like
Yeah.
those storylines kind of followed anime to a certain extent,
Of the
in that
hero,
way. You know what I'm saying?
fighting
Of
for
the hero
something.
fighting for something bigger than yourself, trying to protect the
Yeah.
people around you, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Um, but then a
There
lot
have
of
been
these other
some
cartoons,
American.
though, it's just, they're
It's a
funny.
lot
Don't get
of.
me wrong, they're funny. I
Yeah, that's
love
what I was
Ed, Ed
gonna
and
say.
Eddie. I love Regular Show. Like, I love a lot of these other things. Like Rugrats
Right.
is dope. You know what I mean? Cat Dog.
Adventure
Rocko's
Time.
Modern Life. Like, a lot of these things, they're
Rocket
good.
Power. You remember Rocket Power?
Rocket Power was fire. Rocket Power
That
was
was
fire.
dope, bro.
But like, it's and some of them did have some aspect of it, you know what I mean? But like, overall though, it's like, it's just a lot of
Yeah.
funny, crazy bullshit.
Just fun time. Just having fun. Like it's really just based off fun. Like have a fun time, be friends, have fun. Like that's cool,
Mm.
but there wasn't really many like deep down life lessons,
Yeah,
going
no.
on in that regard. But shit, I guess that speaks to the culture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The culture is alive and well. And with that being said, I Hate It Here podcast, episode 37. It's your boy Russ,
It's your boy Kev.
and we are still in this thing. Another fucked up week, man. Another fucked up week. How you feeling this week?
Dude, I've been working from home.
You're looking tired. You look like how you more tired working from home than you was going to the office.
Yeah, I've been going to bed at like 12 midnight playing video games, bro. I
Oh,
can't
see, you
even.
fucking up. You gotta make
Nah,
a
dude, I
routine.
don't get to do it. Like once I start this new job, like that shit's done. Like I'm done. Like none of that
Gotta get
shit's
back on your
happening.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But like this week has just been one of those weeks where it's like I don't really get a lot of time to play because, working every day, being in the office. When I get home, I just want to be with my family. But, working from home, it's like, okay, I wake up in the morning, I get something to eat. Me and my kids was chilling. I might play a little bit while he's playing. I'll stop. We'll run around the living room. We'll dance. We'll have all this fun. And then when he takes a nap, I'm on the game. They wake up, I go in the room, get some lunch, watch a movie or two. You know what I'm saying? Then when it
Yeah.
gets time for his bedtime, make sure he's clean, get him his last bottle, hug him to sleep, get back on my shit. Yeah, I mean, so
Got that nice flow to it. Working from home, it's definitely a blessing. You get more family time, but you gotta get that routine set, or you're gonna torture yourself
and
just
that's
as
the
much
thing
if you was
too.
outside.
Especially like when you like for me, because my job is mainly to do with on-site, maintenance and shit like that, right?
Mhm.
Like when I'm home, there ain't shit to do.
Right.
Like
Unless somebody call you with a question, I'm sure. Like
yeah,
there's not
exactly.
what.
Like unless I get an email or something, like ain't really nothing happening. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and stay on my work computer and do nothing.
Right. You
I
just
don't know,
gonna.
man. If I had a job where I was like, there was more stuff to do, like, yeah, obviously, I have my desk, I sit down, I'm gonna do this for like 2 hours, take a 2 hour break, come back another 2 hours. You know what I mean? But the best part about it is being with, at home with the family. I think that's definitely been.
I don't know how these companies is gonna get people back to the office, man. Like my position was remote from home before the pandemic. So
Mm,
now that everybody went remote from home,
it's like
like
it's
I
not
know
really a difference.
they're not really going back to work. So they
Mm.
better be offering people up some bread to get back in that office.
They have to, or they're gonna have to rehire all these people.
On a whole new
And here's
staff, do a
and
lot more
and here's the problem with that, right?
training.
Like, yes, you're gonna have to hire people, but those people gonna be looking for more benefits, more money,
Hmm.
more reasons why they should work for you.
More
You know what I'm saying?
perks.
Because you might be offering a job in office, something else is offering them at home. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times
Hmm.
they're gonna choose the home.
It's comfortable, bro. I've been doing it for a couple years now. Cannot complain. Cannot complain. So yeah, shit is the same, but it's different. But you just
Mm-hmm.
gotta adapt to it. You get
Yeah,
used
100.
to it. How you feeling? You want to do some ass ready, or we got some headlines?
What you got on the aspect? Let's do like one or two.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. It's always one trending too. Like it's such a popular sub.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Oh wow. Fuck. As soon as I read the most popular question, so 11,000 people are in this discussion to answer this question right now. It says, you're stuck in a room with every person you ever had sex with. What's your first move? The stuck look on your face right now is, I think, why 11,000 people are like, yo, what the fuck?
What are you supposed to do? Are you fucking one of them? Like I don't
I
understand.
mean, with every, I mean, I'm assuming that counts the current person because you've had
You
sex
see,
with
now
them.
that's
So it's like,
wild. You see, that's a wild question. All right, look, hold on. All right, look, I'm not. All right, all right. I'm gonna sound like a savage real quick. Cause listen,
bro,
listen
this
here.
is dangerous. I would feel like
This
I
is
would
a dangerous
feel
question.
like my life is on the line with that much. Whew, I'm hot just trying to make a sentence to answer.
Listen, how it's how because sometimes, right? Depending where you are currently, you may not be getting the same satisfaction sexually
Hmm.
for a lot of different reasons, right? So now you're gonna put me in a room with a few other people who could do certain things for me that you don't do.
You said a few other people?
I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general,
Oh,
right?
okay,
I'm
okay,
saying
okay.
in general. Not just not me. I'm
Okay.
saying in
Because
general.
I was gonna be
So
like, how
like
many is a few? You know? But
I'm just saying
in general, you're saying.
in
Continue.
general, right? But then it's like, all right, like you gotta cut off, you gotta move the people that you don't really fuck with anymore. Right? Like how you gonna navigate a room with people that you don't fuck with and people that you do fuck with. And then if you're in a relationship, how you gonna look at your person and be like, well,
That's a hard conversation. If
you
it's
know what I'm
just
saying?
one person, you could be like, listen, there's a person in this room that,
I'm
so and so
finna
I might have
fuck right
history
now.
with, but it's so and so. But the whole room, bro, that is.
But why are you in the room though? Are y'all
I
fucking?
mean, who
Are you gonna
knows?
choose one?
It says what's your first move, so maybe not.
My first
Maybe
rule
they
move is to
all
leave.
kidnapped you or something. Yeah, right. I want to see
I'm
what
leaving.
some of the answers are. Uh, let's see. Somebody said dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. You remember from that kickball movie?
Yeah.
That's funny. Somebody said I would line them up by performance. That's savage. That's savage.
That's wild. And but for what end though? What's the
I
point
don't
of
know.
that?
Chaos, violence. Some people wake up and choose violence, bro. I think
Yes.
this is
But
how you.
imagine you're with somebody and you put them last.
But I mean, yeah, no, that's again violence. He's choosing violence. To rate anyone by anything publicly in front of their face is a choice of violence
Yeah,
because
no, it is. No, it
there's
is.
no, there's no other way. Somebody said I would walk in the room and say, "I bet you're all wondering why I gathered you here." So I don't know. Dot dot dot.
And I'm leaving.
Uh,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm leaving. I can't.
mhm. Oh wow! Somebody said I would try to get my ex-girlfriend's sister out of the room. Yikes! Yikes! Y'all are
Yeah,
fucking
no.
scandalous in this world. God damn.
That's a
That's
wild ass question.
that's
That's a
a
wild ass
whew.
question.
It's 11,000 people. It's like, oh wow! Just in the time I refreshed it, it's now at 12,100 people. So motherfuckers scandalous. But just getting these headlines. Speaking of scandalous people, man, of scandalous activity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just want to say that this fucking government in this country is so fucking fucked up and corrupt, bro. Like, it's just not fair. It's just not fair. Like across the board, there's just nothing you can do when it comes to the government, and it's just not fair. There's no defense from the government. So I say that because there was a huge jackpot this week.
One point.
$1.8 billion.
Yes. I bought $40 worth of tickets.
Bro, one person, one person is going to get that a whole lump sum, or so we thought. It comes out in Forbes magazine that person is only getting 433 million of the 1.2 billion
Taxes.
So let's just say that's 1.2 billion and they're getting 400 million just to make the numbers even and round, So that means uh, that there's 800 million going towards the government, taxes. I guess whatever lawyer is going to structure these payments in this lump sum, because you could get like a payout over like I think it's like 28 years or something, however many years you set. They'll pay you out over time, or they'll give it to you lump sum. I'm assuming this person went with the lump sum, rightfully so, because once people find out you won a lottery, your life could be at risk. You don't want to, or something to happen to you, and then you don't get your money. So again, rightfully so. But that means the government is taking 2/3?
Yeah.
A third, I understand. A third, I get it. You're the government. You're setting this whole thing up. It's a legal process. You want to make sure everything's clean. If you got any back taxes or baby mamas and whatever, you want to make sure it's all clean and paid for. But to take 2/3, fuck you, Uncle Sam.
Fam.
You fucking scandalous fuck. Fuck you. And I didn't even win. I'm mad for this person. Like, how dare you? I'm the sole person. You know how rare it is that I'm the sole one person and you're going to take 2/3? Not even half. You took 2/3. You took more than half, you fuck.
Well, he's still leaving with I don't know if it's a man or woman.
Right,
they are still getting 433 million, right? I guess that's the number.
433,700,000. Damn, I just had the full number. Damn, Forbes magazine is fucking messy as hell. They got this shit down to the digits. Like, Jesus Christ. But
no,
yeah, it's 433 million. Like, it was a huge historic jackpot. And one person. Usually it's like scattered, a bunch of people win it, you gotta split it, and blah, blah, blah. One person? You fucking bastard, bro.
For me, I think you're still making life-changing money regardless. I also don't believe that the government should be taking that much. But it's wild though. If they didn't take anything, and this nigga was well, I say nigga because it's gender neutral for me. But this nigga, this nigga would get 1 billion off a ticket. That's fucking nuts for me. Like, yo, that's generational money right there.
You could live off 50 million and just stash. The stash is gonna be, oh my god,
dude. My kids, like my 35th generation after me, would still not even make it through like a quarter of that shit.
It will be a legacy, bro. A legacy.
Because think about everybody that got over 1 billion, and then think about how many multiple billions they got.
You could take 200 million, invest it, and just off the return of the investment, still be one of the rich. It's insane. It's insane. I was telling my coworker, like if I was outside and I found out, like say I was in Target and I found out that I won, I wouldn't even go home. I would instantly just get on a plane and go hide in a hotel, like instantly.
Yeah.
Nothing in my house is worth anything compared to like what could happen if something happened to me before I get this, like, so.
I wouldn't even tell nobody at first. Like I go find a lawyer, a fucking CPA. I do a blind trust. You know what I mean? If it's possible, make sure nobody knows who I am, and I just live my life from there.
Business name, my LLC.
Yeah, name. I wouldn't even I know, I care about family and all that, but it's just certain family. I just don't want to know that I got money because then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you can't help us all the time."
You don't want the robbers to know.
I should help, the less fortunate, but fuck them niggas. I've been broke my whole life.
For too long. I will put it under I'm Rich Bitch LLC. Fuck them.
And then leave it at that, bro. Leave it at that.
Go from there, man. So shit, man. That's just fucked up. I just feel bad for that person, but then I don't feel bad because they're still richer than probably
most people.
Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them too. Fuck you, lucky bastard. How dare you be the only winner? Share that shit.
And you know what's crazy, right? So obviously, when people have jobs and shit, right? People have jobs so that they can play the lottery. And people, really work hard at their jobs, right? But who gets the most flack sometimes? Teachers.
Who's that? Oh, fucking.
I got 2 stories, right?
Yikes.
I found this on Facebook.
Okay.
Today, in my classroom, I had a soon-to-be teacher observe me in my classroom for 2 hours. She was my age. She did not have a bachelor's degree. Her husband did 4 years in the military 30 years ago. The state of Florida gave her a 5-year teaching certification because she's
Oh
married
my.
to a veteran. She was a waitress. She starts teaching 3rd grade next week. And the
Oh
only thing
no.
she had to do to get this teaching certification was to observe certified teachers in their classrooms for a total of 12 hours. She had to ask me what I meant by
12
phonetic.
hours?
She had to ask me what I meant by phonetic spelling, reading
Oh
fluency, and
no.
mathematical operations.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean?
Bro, I saw this post, right? And like I showed it to
This
my
is
girl
Florida,
because
man.
I showed it to my girl because I was like, yo, you need to see this shit because this shit's wild. And then she was appalled because she's like,
I'm disgusted.
you know how many teachers try their best.
I'm disgusted.
Like they got to go through all of this schooling, all of this certification. Then they got to go through the hiring process for somebody. Now I will say this: it is good that like, you were married to a veteran that gave service to the country, will help them and will help you. I get that. I can understand that. But yo, for you to sit there and just bypass a whole process, you know what I'm saying? The whole educational process to be like, fuck that. Like, fuck that.
College?
You was
Fuck that.
working at Applebee's last week. Guess what? You are going to mold the minds of tomorrow. Now, that's a wild shit, right? Now, here's the thing, right?
She
Who
said,
the
"What do you
fuck
mean
wants?
phonetic alphabet? What
Yeah,
do you
yo.
mean? What
So
do I mean?"
here's the other thing. Teachers don't even get paid, right? Who the fuck wants to be a teacher, right? They don't treat them right. They don't pay them right, and they got one of the most important jobs in the world, I think.
Not
And we just
and
treat them
not
like shit.
not to mention school shootings happening like so fucking rampant. Like you want to be at some place you barely get paid and have your life on the line to teach some little fucking snot-nosed kid that's doing some TikTok challenge to slap you when you're not looking. Like this shit's crazy. This
Bro,
shit's crazy, bro.
there's another story about another teacher
Hold on,
who,
hold on. Just really quick. I didn't want to skip past this. Like
yeah,
marrying a veteran does not entitle you to a whole career. You don't get to just have a job because you pick to marry someone or someone picked to marry you. You get perks, sure. You should not pay
yeah,
taxes. I agree. If you are a veteran or the wife or spouse of a veteran, you should not pay taxes. That
mm-hmm,
means you or your husband could have died, like put
yeah,
their life on the line. You are giving your life to the government to fight wars or
mm,
whatever the cases may be. So you should not pay taxes. You don't get to just have a job. Like go work at Walmart. Walmart or Home Depot loves to hire veterans. You
thank
don't
you.
get to be a fucking teacher.
All right, now
That's
watch this.
like
Now watch this, right?
you could be a pedophile or some crazy sicko.
Now watch this, right? There was another teacher who quit
Okay,
his teaching job to go work at Walmart because Walmart was paying more.
bro.
Yo, what is going on in our education system, bro? I
I
knew.
fucking hate it here, bro. See, my sister was a teacher, and she was a teacher in Florida. But I mean, luckily for her, she worked for like I think it was like a university system to where the
Mm-hmm.
teachers and the doctors they were all in like the same network. Or, but outside of that, you're on your own. You're on your own. You're on your own. But what I do hear is that there's a teaching shortage. So I don't know if this is a new Florida law to where they're allowing pretty much people just be teachers off the street because of the
Yeah,
shortage,
but that's a dangerous
or
game you're playing now.
absolutely. But
Who's
again,
walking
we
off the
don't
street to teach the kids?
nurses. I mean, I'm sorry, not nurses. What she say? Waitresses. She was a waitress.
Yeah.
Now she don't got to work for tips no more,
You know how many teachers quit their job to do OnlyFans?
bro.
Come
There
on,
was a
mate.
teacher in a Catholic school. The students the parents found her. The students didn't even find her. The parents found her and was talked to the school and said fire her. But it's like, why you looking at her OnlyFans though? Like, how you find her in OnlyFans?
And why are you
It's
trying to
like,
stop her money, dog? Shut the fuck up.
you don't want her teaching your kids, but you'll do that in the house with your kids. It's like it's fucked up being a hypocrite. So
nah, it's fucked up.
Nigga left his job to work at
Walmart, my nigga.
That's sad.
Walmart.
Because I think Walmart now,
a manager position
now
too.
you get benefits. You get benefits first week with Walmart.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Like, and like they started paying for college and shit. So it's like if he wanted to go get another degree, bro, he can go get another one and double up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
I do not blame him, especially a management position. Fuck these kids. The fuck I owe these kids?
Nothing.
I don't owe these kids shit, but I mean, speaking of people just not owing anybody anything, it's just been this big uproar now with Grand Theft Auto 6. So, new story came out. Grand Theft Auto is going to have its first lead female character.
Fire.
And they're trying to build a more developed story. They're saying this is what they're indicating.
God, I know exactly what they're going to do.
But because they're saying that, people are assuming that they're gonna do a lot of woke symbolism and make it really pandering and like, you know, I don't know, but there's just this big speculation.
How you supposed to fuck strippers in your car off the corner? I mean, I guess
as a female character.
I mean, I guess it still works out. Like, is she gonna?
She can be a lesbian.
Yeah, like, is she gonna suck?
Maybe. But again, in all fairness, would that be wrong? Like, I don't per se want that, but like, would that be wrong? Like, they don't owe us. They never said Grand Theft Auto would never have a female character. Like, they're just doing what a gaming company should do, is like be more creative and do things they never done before. So it's like they don't owe us to be male driven, but because we in gaming are so male driven, we don't want to play as a woman. But it's like Samus is a woman, you know. People play as Zelda. That's a woman.
They're also Aloy from the Horizon
Zero is a woman. So there are Tomb Raider. It's like there are female characters in gaming, but for some reason in Grand Theft Auto, that franchise is not woman friendly, I guess, with the strippers and the hookers and stuff. So them picking to play as a woman is like really fucking with people now. So
every time I log in, one of the first things I do is I go pick up a hooker off the street.
You fucking savage.
Then I run her over. I mean, like, dog, it is what
I was about to say, do you kill her and get your money back? But of course you do.
And you don't even get your whole money back too, which is such a scam. I'm like, yo, it doesn't.
You do?
No. You drop 25, sometimes you get like 10, 15 back. You don't get the whole thing back.
I never counted per se, but I know when they die, there is usually money there. You just pick up.
Yeah, but it's never the full amount. I did it one time just to see what was happening.
One time. You just said every time you log in. But
I don't know. It wasn't every time. Sometimes I go to the strip club and shoot shit up too. You know what I mean? Like,
that was my thing. I would go to the strip club and throw hundreds at the stripper until they come back with you. And then you could call them and keep fucking them. So it's almost like you get a girlfriend off of it. So it's weird. But again, that's Grand Theft Auto for you. So now, like, how do we play as women?
How do you put that with a woman, right? How do you get? But I don't think it's wrong. I think it is needed, and I think we just need to give it a chance, right? I'm not looking. I don't think, from what I've seen from Grand Theft Auto in all my years, it's always going to be some wild shit. Like, when we had San Andreas, that shit was crazy. Vice City, crazy. Like, all of these things are crazy classics. So I think now they're like, we're gonna do the same thing but with a woman, and we're just gonna have to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is at that point.
what
Um,
they're trying to do is make a whole new world. So in this new world, things will be different.
yeah,
Things will be different. So
which is okay. Which is okay, and I think either way, I think people still gonna play it. I think if I'm ever
absolutely.
interested, I think I'm still gonna play it because that's just gonna be some wild shit to do.
We waited 9 years since the last Grand Theft Auto. So when this
Yeah.
drops, of course it's gonna fucking blow records out the roof again. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be in North America and South America, which is a place we ain't seen before in Grand Theft Auto. So
Oh, that's fire.
this
Okay.
shit gonna be
Yeah.
crazy. And we get to play as two characters instead of the three now. So we'll see how that ties into the game. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking insane. Like
Mm-hmm. No,
Grand
they're
Theft
doing a
Auto is
good
like one of
job.
the
They're
illest.
doing a good
So
job. They're doing a good job. And
it
I think it's
just
going to be good. We just got to give it a chance. But there's
yeah.
always going to be those some people who are going to look at it and
And
be like, "Fuck that, we don't want that." But it's like, listen, I think with Rockstar, I don't think we have to worry because they've
they
stayed true to exactly what they do. And I
right.
think they're going to do the same exact thing. It's just going to be a totally different twist. And I think they're going to do exactly what they need to do to make it fun.
I think because the leak happened that it was a woman, and then when they put out their story, their article that they're working on a more in-depth story, those two things coming out together, people fucking freaked the fuck out, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
like all this bullshit's talking, and it's like, bro, we don't know what it is yet, and on top of that, they don't owe you
Oh, you
any
shit.
sort of fucking thing. So if they do the
Yeah.
same shit they did, and then you're gonna be like, wow, we waited this long, got the same shit. Like people will be mad if they do something different. It's
Yep.
gonna be like, wow, you changed. You don't do what you used to do anymore, and
Exactly.
people gonna be mad. So
Damned
it's
if you
just
do, damned if you don't. Like, yeah.
fucking fucked up, man. And you just want to make some cool shit, you know? Fucking fanboys, I fucking hate it here, bro. So,
But you know what's crazy though? I
mhm.
wonder if they're gonna allow you to watch her suck dick though.
I mean, nah, because in
You never see
Grand
them
Theft
do it in
Auto,
Grand Theft
you never,
Auto. You see the action,
yeah,
but
they
you
would.
never see it.
There was never any like they would show titties, but an ass, but they would never show like things
Sexual
going in
acts.
things. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah. So I don't think so. I don't think so. But there was that hack or mod
On PCs and
or
stuff.
something where yeah, shit was getting real porn style.
You see, that's why you
Motherfuckers
gotta
is
fuck with the
crazy.
PC
So,
shit. You know what I'm
bro,
saying? Because
they be writing
yo,
their
they
own
did that shit
files
to The
into them shits.
Sims.
What they do?
Yo, they had people fucking in The Sims. Like, yo, you can sit there, yo, and I think Sims is one of the greatest games 'cause you can play God. And like, I feel like if I had a PC, I'd make sure I play God in every aspect.
Because they could make babies in The Sims, right?
Yep.
So that
Mm-hmm.
you just fucking
Raw
sick. I mean,
dog the
that's the
fuck out of
point.
your
It's like
secretary.
anytime
Next thing you know, you got a baby on the way.
you
Push
me
that bitch
too and
down.
bitches and
Put push
Sims.
push that bitch down the stairs. Anyway.
Oh my!
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yo, The
I don't
Sims.
even.
The Sims is crazy, my nigga. Crazy. Yo, when you play those
Yeah,
games where you can choose exactly what they do, and then like you hack it to do exactly whatever the fuck you want, you just become a devious person, my
people will
nigga.
become serial killers. They will put Sims in the pool and then take away the ladder, and then the dude is just sitting in the pool like, and he would die in the pool. Like,
That's crazy.
rest in peace, all the Sims that died in the pool, or they would put the fireplace right next to the bed, and then they would catch the bed in the house on fire. Bro, people was getting sadistic
You
on the
remove all
Sims,
the
bro,
doors and shit, and you just like run around the house,
and it
boy.
just and just go crazy, man. Shit is too much. But what else you got in your fucking headlines? You fucking sick bastard.
Well, here's the thing, right? So we saw the Black Panther trailer last week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's dope, but for some reason I caught an article. Um, And in the article from inside the magic.net, it's saying that people are going to be boycotting the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason why they want to boycott the movie is because they're saying, why don't you just recast T'Challa? Right? It's like, why does an actor dying warrant you killing the character as a whole? They're saying it's like a grave injustice to T'Challa as a character. And even like Chadwick Boseman's family is coming out and they're saying, hey, like he would want you to recast T'Challa with somebody else, right? And I've been kind of wrestling about which side I kind of want to choose on this. And I don't even know if I want to choose a side, right? Because I see both sides, right? In terms of movie continuity, the actual character of T'Challa and what like his story role is, to even in the grander scheme of the multiverse, right? Because like we got the Illuminati, so to speak, right? In Doctor Strange and the Madness of the Multiverse. There's a whole comic book where like the Illuminati is real, and like T'Challa though, he's a member of it, but he's not the king of Wakanda either. He lives in like these old temples now, and he's just like the king of the dead in like Wakanda's eyes, but he's still like Black Panther. But Shuri is like Black Panther of the nation now, and she's running shit. So it's like, there was kind of these dynamics that, they could have pulled from to kind of push, things along in like, the MCU or whatever if they wanted to. So like I do understand, like, you're missing out on an amazing character, and that's kind of fucked up. But I also understand Marvel's point too. Because it's like, yo, will somebody make you feel the way that you feel about T'Challa if it was somebody else? When Chadwick Boseman walked into that movie and he looked that nigga in the face and he said, I accept the challenge. You're like, yo, this is a real nigga talking. First of all, the other niggas probably got 6 to 8 inches on him, mad buff. This nigga Chadwick is like, I mean, he is too, but like he's smaller than the other nigga. Like, I can understand why, like, that performance, can somebody match that? And the thing is, though, that's a lot of pressure to ask for somebody, right? Because look at Heath Ledger. He died after the Joker. The Dark Knight series, there was no other Joker after that. They just ended that shit. Who would have been able to play Joker after that for that series? Nobody. But what they do the DC, but DC did the DC shit, which works out for them. They did the Joker movie with somebody else as an origin story. That's dope. With the Batman now, with that bullshit ass movie, like they're gonna sit here and they already casted the Joker for it too. So it's like, but it's not the
Who's
Dark
Joker
Knight
in that?
series. I don't know. I didn't even look at it. Fuck that movie.
Whatever happened to Jared Leto being the Joker?
That there is so now the Joker series, that Joker movie is coming with a sequel, and that's totally separate from whatever else DC's doing in terms of the Batman itself.
That's a lot.
But that's DC though. You know how DC gets down. They
right.
be
There's just a
bullshitting.
lot going on.
Yeah.
This is what I want to say about this. Okay, so two things. And I don't say this to be insensitive towards Chadwick Boseman's family. They definitely have lost the most. Like no fan can say that they lost more than his family members, of course, because they don't have him, and he was a father and a husband and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no one's lost more. But my thing is like, why do they care if the character is recasted? You don't benefit or gain anything from having someone else play this role. So you coming out to speak like is only to pull at our emotional strings because of the loss of Chadwick Boseman. So when I see a lot of people make those emotional digs and those emotional plights, it turns me off because I know you're just trying to pull my emotional strings by having the family come out to say that. And then second of all, I want to say is when you just look at the lore of Marvel and the Black Panther character, nobody is Black Panther. Before Chadwick was Black Panther, I mean, before T'Challa was Black Panther, his father was the Black Panther.
Yes.
And so on. The Black Panther is not any one particular person. The Black Panther is who drinks that fruit and is given the suit and is able to maintain that power. Because if you drink that and you don't have that power, you will die or it'll kill you. It'll be poisonous or whatever the story or whatever it is. So the Black Panther is not one person. Like you said, in the comics, Shuri becomes Black Panther. There's even a point where M'Baku becomes Black Panther. So Black Panther is not one person. If anything, Marvel is being on brand with having the Black Panther move to a new person the same way the Iron Man is going to move to a new person, the same way
Captain America moved to a new person.
Even Thor right now is moving to the Natalie Portman character because she is now, I didn't see the movie, but even with the poster, you see her dressed as Thor. She's wielding the hammer and the power. So all of these characters in this phase that Marvel is in is being transitioned to a new generation of those characters. Like the power is being passed down and melded with these people. Like you said with Captain America, he's going from the Falcon to Captain America, so it'll be Captain America, the moniker, but it'll be that person is in those shoes of that moniker. So this is on brand for Marvel. This is them even being more stick to the script than they usually would because they got a lot of stuff that they didn't stick to the script about. So I'm not mad at this. Boycotting the movie is idiotic because this is the one main Black title in the Marvel universe. And that's so detrimental. Like to look what we did for the first Black Panther. Everyone came out, was dressed up in African clothes, had white people wearing dashikis, had everybody wanting to be in touch with their African roots. And now just because Chadwick Boseman is not in it, we're gonna say we're gonna boycott the whole thing. But like it's all these Black African people that worked in this movie, we're gonna boycott it because one guy just so happened to pass away.
And we're not happy that the fact that you won't, and they're not happy at the
because
and the thing and the reason why they're not happy is because they want another person to play T'Challa, right? And I get that because it's like but like it's like what you said though. This is on brand for Marvel because at a certain point T'Challa
has to be passed on.
But his
father died to pass it on to him. He died to pass it on to whoever's next, but it's just sad that in real life he really died. Chadwick really passed away. So it's an extra hurt, but to boycott this is like Angela Bassett's in this movie, like so many other great Black actors from sound to the costume designer won a damn Grammy or Oscar for the work she did for the first one. So like this shit kind of gets me tight a little bit. Like I'm a legit upset. Like boycott, fuck you. No, I'm gonna see this shit twice. The fuck? The first sequel of one of the highest grossing Black Marvel films like this and Blade. If Black people don't come out and see Blade, we fucking up. We fucking up. If you Black and you consider yourself in this Marvel life, or you a nerd, or you into this pop culture shit, you on better a real
show
level,
up to Blade.
You gotta see Blade. You gotta see fucking whatever.
Ironheart.
Asians
Ironheart
came out for Shang-Chi.
They did.
Right. Riri Williams, when she get this shit is like, we gotta keep us out there. Like, I'm not boycotting.
And then Captain America New World Order with Homeboy, like, we gonna be out here.
Boycott, nigga.
We're gonna be out here. Nah, we're gonna be out here.
On a Comic-Con cosplaying. Chadwick would not want us to boycott just because he's not in something. That's ignorant. That's fucking ignorant. And I bet you it was some bro, what I'm noticing with a lot of issues, it'd be like white people in the background upset about some shit that they try to push the idea, and then a few people catch on, and then it looks like it's coming from the culture, or it looks like it's coming from Black people per se. Like, but this with his family coming out to say, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't boycotting shit. I'm sorry.
I ain't boycotting shit. I'm in there. I think that's the first movie I'm going to see back in theaters after this pandemic. Like
Crazy.
I'm not waiting
I
3 months
got
to see
Disney
that
Plus,
shit.
nigga. Boycott what? Boycott these streaming nuts, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, we ain't
Fuck you
boycotting
talking
that,
about?
and I ain't sorry about it either. Like, I'm gonna go see. I don't know if I'm addressing all white though. That's kind of
I'm
wild, but
gonna.
like,
I didn't think of it at first, but that's more of a tribute to Chadwick than anything. Like we're all gonna dress up in white in the honor of his life. Like at the funeral, how you wear
all
black
black, yeah.
to honor. You go and we're gonna show up in all white and whatever we can to respect this man for the work he put in to build this franchise. Like we see this because of him and Michael B. Like, because Michael B. was a great villain playing off of him.
Fire.
Fucking boycott these nuts, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Boycott this movie with all these black people in it that work fucking hard, but you won't go boycott fucking Steve Jobs or I said Steve Jobs. I'm sorry, rest in peace, Steve. Fucking Jeff Bezos and fucking Amazon when them niggas is. Oh, you
Yo,
won't boycott BP?
you know how many racist niggas we go see the movies of, we don't even know it, bro.
You wearing these designers that don't want black people in their clothes, that they say outright, like, I don't use black people in my clothes because it doesn't look good on them, but you fucking dripping head to toe in that shit. Like, I fucking hate you motherfuckers, you fucking hypocrites.
And he's not gonna apologize for that. I ain't gonna apologize for him.
Fuck y'all.
But you know who is apologizing though these days?
Who is that?
Motherfucking Will Smith.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The apology of all apologies, bro.
Fuck
the apology
nigga.
To rule them all.
Fuck that nigga.
You know what I hate too is like it's that red table shit with them. Like
always,
remember when they brought Snoop to the red table and there was like when you called Gayle King a dusty bitch, I feel like she was like, I feel like you called me a dusty bitch. You called my mom a dusty bitch. You called Willow a dusty bitch. No. Stop trying to like maximize some shit I said. No, I called that dusty bitch a dusty bitch. So when Will was apologizing, he was like, I apologize to his family. I apologize to his brother. Me and his brother was so cool, man. We were so cool. Like, no. Fuck all those extra people you apologizing to. Apologize to the nigga you fucking slapped, you fucking bitch ass nigga. Like, that shit is just irking me, bro.
Nah, but he said also he tried to reach out to Chris, and Chris like was like, nah, I'm not ready yet. I don't think Chris is ever going to. You know what thing? Chris is playing the chess game. He's like, if I meet you face to face, you're going to walk away feeling like you accomplished something. And he's like, I'm not going to give you that satisfaction because what you did for me professionally was fucked up.
If Chris accepts his apology, that would absolve him. Yes. That would make him feel like I slapped you, I got away with it, I won an award, I'm back, people still love me, you said it's okay. Like, nah, bro. You're not about to slap me, bro. Not in front of the world, bro.
Yo, he slapped him in front of the world, my nigga. Every Oscar that happens after that shit is going to be on people's mind. Granted, he can't go for the next 10 years, but like,
you believe that? Nigga, say this nigga has a hit movie come out in 3 years. You don't think he gonna be right there front row?
My nigga, if they do an Aladdin 2 and this nigga's in it, and he kills that shit, all of that shit's going away.
They come in with another Bad Boys. Not saying Bad Boys is Oscar worthy, but that might get him an invite back in the building. 10-year ban, I don't believe that shit.
They don't treat action movies or horror movies like the way that they treat other movies. Like that's my problem with the fucking like they're mad funny about that shit. Like, yo, I watch mad horror movies. I just watched one last week. Incantation. Let me tell you something. This is a cinematic masterpiece right here. Okay, listen. I was in my living room starting to watch it. I said, "Fuck that." I went in the bedroom next to my girl, nigga, TV? To watch it. No, I just watched it on my phone because I can't because my kid's sleeping. But like, I watched it on my phone next to. I don't want to be by myself watching this shit.
Oh wow.
Yo, that shit was so good. That shit was so good. Like the storyline was crazy. Like the way like the director moved like from one point to the next.
It's called?
Incantation.
Incantation.
Yeah. It's like a huge TikTok thing now. They're like, yo, people should watch this movie and react towards it. Cause like, yo, here's the thing. And I know we're
Inspired
getting
by events in Taiwan.
yes. But here's the thing, right? We're getting sidetracked, but I will say this, and then we'll get back to this bitch ass nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something about found footage that does something for the movie, right?
Oh yeah. Ever since Blair Witch.
Ever since Blair Witch. And Asian horror is always a class above, right? And like
again, they make that shit intense.
And like I feel like Incantation is definitely one of the best movies, horror movies that they put on Netflix. There's a couple of other ones too that's come out. But like the shit, like the way the director just shot it, the story, how they cut it, you know what I'm saying? They went like how they told the story, how everything goes. You're like the dread that you feel. Like I'm gonna say right now, there's not really a lot of jump scares because you know how like you got Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring,
Right.
some of that stuff it has the dread, but a lot of it too is a good the best way to use jump scares in your movie. Those movies do it well, I think. This movie didn't really have that. It was just it's just the dread of everything going wrong. After a certain amount of time, the shit was mad good.
That's how I felt about Parasite. When I first watched Parasite, even though it wasn't like a horror movie, the level of suspense they had embedded in the movie at every turn.
They kept up in the son got hired, then the dad got hired, then the mom got hired, then the sister got hired, and they acting like they ain't family. I'm like, so when they sign your checks, I guess they pay them in cash because like if you're signing the check, you're going to see that the names is all the same.
To like, the same last name, yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So I get exactly what you're saying. But the Oscars, they don't respect. It's always like drama or historical movies that win, like fucking, or even that musical because that La La Land won.
No, Moonlight won that year. Remember, because they said La La Land, it wasn't La La Land.
No, that was just for best movie though, because they had won other.
They won other that stuff night. Too.
So it was like best musical or best choreography. So it was just for best film. Moonlight won.
Yeah.
Or Moonlight won, but yeah, you don't get a
it's either a musical, Oscar. Historical shit, drama, something to do with like
biography.
A biography, and like if it's like LGBTQ like
but that's drama usually.
Well, think about it. Like a lot of those times, like I remember there was like Leonardo DiCaprio, all those years that he lost, there was a movie there that was like historical, or has something to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he could never get past that hump, right?
That's just because that's what they think real acting is. There's never like a comedy or a fucking action.
You cannot sit here and watch Endgame and tell me that's not not cinema.
That's a masterpiece right there. But yeah, no, back to Will though. It's just
fuck that nigga. You're not gonna sit here and then apologize to me on TV. No, this is what you do. You wait till I tell you that I'm ready to hear your apology. You talk to me man to man first, then you can go and apologize to my family on camera and shit. Oh, I watched the interview with his mom and I didn't realize, nigga, you know why you didn't realize shit? Because your girl sent you on a suicide mission and you completed it.
He said that though in the see, but that's why I was
he's trying to keep his man card. He's trying to keep his man card, right?
Exactly.
He's trying to be like, yo, I did that because I did that off the strength of me being a real nigga.
Right.
No, it's okay. You wanted to defend your girl. You wanted to defend your girl. She gave you the look. It happens to all of us sometimes. Your girl look at you, you're like, all right, it's time to get active. It's okay. It's okay.
Activate. Niggas hit that switch. But it could be different kind of things. Like you could get that look, like if you out with your lady, she look at you like, all right, it's time to go. Let's get out of here. She tired. It's the night is over. So it could be different kind of looks, but you could tell in that moment with him, and it's worse that it was all on camera, bro. So he can't lie about shit. Like she rolled her eyes. He was laughing his ass off. So
as soon as he go from
laughing to, bro, activate. That man went over there and not even like a man like punched him, knocked him out. Like you open hand slapped him like a bitch. Like you a bitch.
And
Look at
and then you gotta look Questlove in the face, bro.
And then see what's fucked up is he proceeded to win an award that night. So this is the Hollywood shit though. It's like these people can
Allow them to
truly
stay in the
be
building.
they can truly be horrible people. Like a lot of these celebrities deep down, but their persona when they win these awards or when they donate to charity or when they give an interview and they make themselves sound like such a great guy, it's like we think they're these awesome people, but like this
They're
is some bitch
horrible
ass dude
people.
that just
They're horrible
smacked a
people.
man he knew for years. And even if this, like he said, he was friends with Chris's brother, like you knew you were Chris's you were friends with Chris's brother before. You didn't
Beforehand.
just you didn't just think of that like, oh shit, I'm friends with it. Like, no, you knew. You said that's my man. That's my
Nah,
man.
you know why he apologized? Because Tony Rock went on stage, was like, yo, he lucky the rest of us wasn't there. Because we were fucking, he's like, there's 9 of us, nigga.
Right.
That nigga would have got tossed, would have to run back to Bel Air, nigga.
People
Like,
don't know that about Chris Rock's family though, because they're like the Waynes almost a little bit. Like it's a
yeah.
lot of them.
They're a
Like
little more
it's
low
a lot of
key.
rocks.
They're a little bit
Yeah,
more low
yep,
key and
yep.
stuff like that.
They,
Cause like,
they're
because we
younger
only
too. They're
know,
much younger.
yeah, because we only know of like Chris
Chris,
and Tony. We don't really know
Tony,
about the rest of them.
there's Jordan,
Yeah.
there's a couple more, but yeah, so nah, Tony did. I seen that clip. He went on stage. Was like, bro. He was like, I know Will. I know I'd fuck Will up if Will tried to come at me like that. So it's like it's surprising to see him come at my brother like that. So he's like, I'm gonna chill till my brother tell me to go. But
Yeah.
it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. That apology was fake as fuck, corporate as fuck. This was him, you know, this nigga was wearing his brand hat like he was at a fucking endorsement for some shit. Like it just felt
Yo,
so fucking.
everything is a fucking production with these niggas.
This is social media Will though. This is Will having to protect his social media presence because he's used to being the
The
star in
main
like the
dude. It's like we said before, he's used to being the main dude. Yeah.
back in the day. You ain't have to go through all of this. You just made your movie. You go hide in the cut. You're making millions. And
Mm-hmm.
now the social media, he got to deal with the social media. He's playing a social media game with his YouTube, Instagram show. Now he got to apologize because he need to get his brands back on his side. He's looking like a violent dude.
Yeah, because they canceled a bunch of his shit. So they're like, yo, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Like,
He's looking like a violent dude.
yeah.
So it's
fuck, man. Fuck that.
We'll see what comes of that. We'll see what comes of that. And while we're on the topic, like fuck Russia, fuck Vladimir Putin, fuck Joe Biden. Free Brittney Griner, bro.
You know, I really been trying to get to grips with this like Brittney Griner story because like I am a kind of I partake in THC. I love the shit. The shit love me back. You know what I mean? It's been good, right? And like I also understand, I remember back in the day before it was legal where I was at, like niggas used to be fucking with their lives trying to smoke this shit. You gotta meet the nigga in like a park or something. You know what I'm saying? You hitting your boys up, be like, yo, can I trust this nigga? It's like, yeah, that's my like you and sometimes you buy shit from the most shadiest ass nigga. And you're just sitting there like, yo, I'm going to fucking jail, right? And but I can understand too. It's like, why is this shit illegal? It should be legal. Now it's getting legalized on the state level. You know what I mean? So like, we're making progress, right? We're not all the way there because niggas are still locked up. Federally, it's still illegal. So like, you might be good in your state, but once you leave your state, you know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing: once you leave if your whole country as a federal, obviously it's not cool, right? Now you go leave your country to go to another country that this country's been beefing with for like 100-something years.
Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy.
She got 9 years, bro.
Yeah, her sentence came down of 9 years, and it's just, bro. I can't imagine. They tried to label it as she was possession of drugs with intent to distribute, meaning that like she was a kingpin or she was like some drug overlord,
You think she
Scarface
was
type
walking
shit.
over there with pounds?
Shit's crazy. She said she had a prescription for it. She was coming from some place where I guess it was legal, or she maybe forgot it was in there. And this seems like to send a message that they don't like her, what she is, as in her
You see,
orientation
and that's
and
where you got
where
to
she's
dissect
from.
it. That's what you got to dissect it.
There's
Because
so
first the
many
thing, she's an
levels.
American. There's already beef there. Second thing, she's black. Obviously, there's some beef there. Third thing, she's a lesbian. Oh my god, bro. Fourth thing, she likes weed. Nigga, come on, come on.
You striked out. 3 strikes and you're out. And she had 4. So this is fucked up. I mean, there was that talk of like a trade was gonna happen that
The Russian
America would.
arms dealer. Yo, but here's the
Yeah.
thing too, right? I want her to be free. That is not a fair trade.
I mean, an arms dealer for a innocent WNBA player. You're absolutely right. This person literally committed actual crimes and
Crimes.
offenses that can cost people their lives, and all this person did was use a substance that's literally legal in their home country that they were from. If anything, she should be expedited and banned from the country. Like, doesn't that happen when you?
They're trying to make a statement, bro. They're
Oh no,
trying to make a
clearly,
statement. They're trying to
clearly.
make a statement.
And the timing was just bad. It's like shit was going, like shit was
Left.
always
Yeah.
rocky with us and Russia, but shit went all the way left, and then you just happen to be over there,
And I think
and
a
it's
lot of
just
it too has
fucked
to
up,
do with
man.
like the fact that like we poked the bear with Stranger Things with the whole Russian thing over there.
Hmm.
Like yo, it's just a lot of tensions is coming
Bro,
back
since
in
the
the media.
'80s, they've been
Yeah.
fighting Ivan Drago and Schwarzenegger have been fighting all these Russian villains, and they was like, "Oh, we got one of
Rocky
yours."
versus the Creed did the whole thing again when they brought it
Oh,
back.
right, right. They brought it back more recent, so this sucks, man. I know her wife is devastated.
Nigga, I'm
It's
devastated
just
to a certain point because I'm like,
somebody need to do something, bro. We need to send a black what do they call it?
ops team.
Black ops team in there. That's what I meant to say.
But
Go
then
break her
now,
out
but
that
then now
shit.
you do that. Now you're starting a way bigger incident.
Real war, yeah. Like that's real war because that's on their ground. That's on Russian land. So I can imagine that going any better. But yeah, it's just fucked up, man. It's just fucked up. I hope she finds some. I can't even say peace because you locked up in a cell in a foreign country with people who don't like you. I can't imagine what they doing to her, bro. Like, when you're like, they made a show out of this being locked up abroad because
Yep.
like it's unlike anything. All the rules you think you have here in America, where they got to
They're
give you a phone
gone.
call,
They're
they got to give you
gone.
water, they got to give you
They don't
exercise.
have to
They,
follow that shit.
bro, they could put you in a basement of a building and leave you.
And say and tell you to go fuck yourself.
And just fucking leave you. So we don't know. Like all we got is pictures of her going to court because that's where the public can get to take pictures.
Mhm.
Like when you get in them cells and you're dealing with a warden or a CO that hates you and Americans, it's like,
And you know what? And I think I don't want to delve too long because there's nothing we can say because we've said it
yeah,
all already. But here's the thing.
it's just fucked.
This goes to show you, as a person of color, add whatever extra superlatives you want to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be fucking vigilant. But I will say this. I do also believe if it was a white person, they would have went this hard too. Either way, if they were American, the American was the first fucking draw.
Right.
That's the bottom line right there. They said, fuck that. Now you add all these extra things. It's like, fam. It's like, yo, as a black person, I don't feel like traveling the world sometimes because I feel like you go to certain places, racism is different in other countries than it is here, right? Here, we built this country on it. You know what I mean? We operate from it. Like a whole race of people is still disenfranchised, right? To a certain extent. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
In other countries, that's there too. But it's such a different type of racism
Shit is wild, foreign, like
Nigga, when them motherfuckers went over to China for the Olympics, they called them niggers and monkeys.
I know, it's fucked up, bro. When the Africans were leaving Ukraine, the
They wouldn't even let
Ukrainians
them leave.
was calling them all kind of names. Like it said, "Oh, you wanted to be in this country, now you can fight for this country." Like I don't even fucking live here, and you calling me these slurs because you don't like me in this moment. Like racism is it be so embedded in shit, and then on top of that, just nationalism. So it's like my country better than your country type shit.
Mhm.
So, bro, I feel for her, man. I know she's saying I hate it here for sure.
For sure. It's a bad situation. It just keeps getting worse. And for us as a and you know, I understand, and people have to understand, right? Like obviously she should have never had it in her bag. Cool. I say that too, but I can also understand like we live in a country where like it's getting more legal and we have a certain view about it. But we can't expect other countries to have that same view. You know what I'm saying?
This same shit she just went to jail for 9 years in another country for. Like we can't play that, but it makes sense because in Dubai you can't do that shit either, bro. You can't do that shit either.
That's why when Wiz Khalifa goes over there and does shows, he's like, I can't. He's like, I gotta bring like CBD pills because they'll let that go, but they won't let like the THC go. So it's like, fam, it's like you just gotta know how you moving, and like even if you make a mistake, understand like that mistake, it might cost you 9 years in a Russian prison, bro. And like I feel like she doesn't deserve that.
Absolutely not. We all can agree to that easily, but like in America, you know, you got to do 80% of your term, and then you can get like parole or house arrest or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or
like
you get
in
like
Russia,
you get off early for good behavior or whatever. Yeah.
There's so many other options that could play out. You could appeal it. You could do so much, but like we don't know. Like in Russia, they might make you do 100% of your term, no appeal, no parole. Especially if you're foreign, there ain't no house arrest, ain't no other option.
Shit.
Ain't no option other than be in this jail. And because she is an American, they might put her in PC or solitary because the other inmates might hurt her. So it's like,
if they even give a fuck.
Now you spending your life alone, bro. This shit fucking breaks my heart, bro.
No, I try to
my thing is if
I try to think about it from like a logical sense, but then as a person, as a black person who already seen black women go through mad shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is way too fucking much, bro.
If Trump can free Kodak Black.
No, ASAP Rocky.
And ASAP, because he pardoned. Oh no, because ASAP was in Sweden.
And he called them niggas like, yo, if you don't move this nigga out here, it's gonna be some shit. I don't think he threatened them with war, but he was like, there's gonna be some sanctions, there's gonna be some shit up in here if you don't give us this nigga back. And listen, look.
There's no fucking way Biden is gonna call
as fuck. Okay. I've heard him say the shits. I've heard him talk about the Mexicans. When he talks about black people and what he does for them, it's so cringe. But dog, he told them niggas, you gonna give me ASAP or we gonna end your shit ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, sometimes you just gotta sit there and be like, you know what? You did that. But then it's just like when you look at Biden, it's like you got no backbone, bro.
Bro. Even the trade to propose the trade make you feel pussy because it's like, here, if
you're giving him an arms dealer who can put people's lives at risk for a WNBA play. This is not smart. First of all, you waited this long to make that deal. You could have made
was already on trial, already on fucking like. Bro, he don't give a fuck, and he's got no backbone because he's like, listen, we'll give you this if you please give us a like. Yo, Trump called up was like, yo, we gonna shut your shit the fuck down, okay? And don't make me sound like a Trump supporter, but I give the man props when the props is due. Right. I only said Kodak because when he freed Kodak, it came out of like left field. But you're right, ASAP was in Sweden, a whole nother country. So,
and he was attacked. That's the thing. So. Here's the wild part about the Biden shit, right? They sent another couple $100 million to Ukraine. They put all these tariff and restrictions on Russia for Ukraine. They sent all this money over there for Ukraine, but for their own people, they ain't doing shit. The fact that they actually made this deal, they was never going to make a deal to get her. They did this for the
You're
signal,
right.
from the virtue signaling.
Virtue signaling. You're right.
That's
You're
all it's for.
absolutely
That's why
right.
these Democrats, bro, can't
Fucking
fuck with these
spineless.
niggas. Can't
I
fuck with
didn't
these
even
niggas.
realize that. They never wanted to make a deal, so they would just offer anything or offer whatever the fuck, let you say no,
So that you
so
look
they
like
can
the
look
bad
like, hey,
guy.
look, we tried to make a deal.
Mm-hmm,
Right,
mm-hmm.
right. You're absolutely right. I can't even believe that he fucking knew who Brittney Griner is.
He
And I
didn't know her.
remember Brittney's wife said that she was supposed to get on a call with Biden. I remember damn. Oh, yeah, she was supposed to get on a call with him. The
Mm-hmm.
call never happened, and then he put out a statement saying that we're gonna try to do our best to
You ain't gonna
get
try
her
to.
home.
You ain't
And this
finna do shit, nigga.
breaking news via the New York Post is Biden is condemning the prison sentence. So what a condemning means is saying, "Oh, that's bad. We don't believe that's
Nigga, you
bad."
just talk a big
Bro,
ass game, bro, but you ain't really finna do shit.
you did,
Now,
bro. You fucking garbage human, bro. Garbage human.
this is why, like, the political system's fucked up. The two-party system's fucked up. These politicians are nothing but scammers and thieves and
All the way,
liars and manipulators. Fuck
all
these
the way
niggas.
around.
Like, it's so sad that she has to go through this over some weed, bro. And fuck. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent, 5 minute quick, and then we're gonna be out this bitch. The
God
whole
damn.
world as a whole is fucked up, right? Like, we got people making laws to protect gay marriage, protect interracial marriage. We got people in other countries who do mass shit to, like, women for no fucking reason. We got people in other countries who can't even get money from their governments to get school, to eat, to this. We got countries being torn apart because they can't realize that a part of the land is also owned by a certain people, and then you just keep bombing these niggas trying to keep them out of a land that they also should be in. Like, there's so much shit in this world that when you really think about it, bro, it's like, it's so depressing and it's so fucked up. It's like, as a whole, just throw the shit in the fucking trash. Cause, like, this is insane, my nigga. And, like, yo, and
I
you would
say
think
that like
for a
once a
plant,
week, bro.
my nigga, you gonna give it 9 years, bro. And this is for me coming from a country that's locked up niggas for just holding the shit.
Right, right.
Like, I should be used to this shit, and I'm still fucking flabbergasted this shit's happening.
Bro. And what's insane is, like, you see this vape pen I got right here. If I just go like 3 states over, like,
You're
that way,
locked up.
I'll
You're
probably
locked up.
do. Yeah, I'll probably do a couple years. So
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, we're supposed to be the United States of America, but what the fuck are we united on? What the fuck did we unite about? Like, at what
Yo,
issue, like, can we all be like, yo, this is the way we agree to do things here because this is how it's been done? Like, this shit is insane, bro.
yo, you know what's crazy? We will never, like, as long as, like, we will never be able to look at another person as, like, you are an American, I respect you, I respect your choices. As long as people's lives are still debated on, as long as we're trying to control things based off religious principles and all this other bullshit that they try, like, separate the church and state, but all these rules that you make is because based off of religious shit that you would think should happen. It's like, no, mind your fucking business, bitch. You fucking Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm gonna say this: Jesus Christ came down to earth, nigga. He was surrounded by hoes, pimps,
Word, thieves.
thieves, drug dealers, whatever you was. You know what he said? He's like, look, it ain't good. And if you want to fuck with me, you're gonna have to leave that shit. But I ain't gonna judge you for it because I understand. It is what it is. Like, you niggas is not on the same shit. I can't. I hate it here, bro. I hate it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Real talk. With that being said, Episode 37. Thank you for listening.
We out.